Welcome to A Cup of Joe with Benco. My name is Kay Huff, and I will be your Benco host for today. The purpose of A Cup of Joe with Benco is to give you a lot of information about our service and products in a very small amount of time. So, with that being said, let's get started. I'm honored to introduce my first guest for today, Ryan Rinaldi. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Kay. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. So, Ryan, what do you do with Benco?
Yeah, I'm essentially the guy that works with our great software vendor partners to take the industry's finest software solutions to dental practices across the country. So we sell dentistry, we sell software to dentists, to whether you have an independent practice, just a single practice, whether you have two practices, or whether you have 50 practices. So our job is essentially find innovative solutions and take them to dentists across the country.
That sounds great. So, what product or service are we going to talk about today on A Cup of Joe with
Yeah,
Ben?
so today we're going to talk about dental intelligence. And dental intelligence is, I'm a bit biased when I say this, but I think of the finest practice analytics tool in the market. This is a tool that syncs to your practice management software, and it essentially pulls the data from your practice management software and boils it into a really great actionable dashboard. Now, I know there's a lot of dashboards going on right now, but this is, I think, the best one. And so I'm excited to talk to you about it today.
So tell me, so why would a dentist want to sync with dental intelligence?
Sure. So, we have a lot of practices out there, and I think there's a lot of anxiety around financial data. I mean, on a personal finance level, we know that's a real thing in our society, but also I think on a business level, that for doctors, sometimes the numbers are out of sight and out of mind, and that's okay with them. But I think there's an opportunity for us to make sure that doctors are able to access their data in a way that is actionable, in a way that a doctor is able to understand where they are currently, where they want to be, and then build an action plan to get there. And so dental intelligence really makes the process of understanding your data much, much easier, right? So traditionally, a practice is pulling, I don't know, 10, 15 different reports from the practice management software, and they're trying to piece them all together to understand the big picture and then build a plan going forward. Dental Intel does that literally within seconds, and it boils your data into actual smaller modules. So at different points throughout the day, you can access that data and be able to understand where you are, but also where you're going to go. And so, for example, one of the great features of dental intelligence is the morning huddle. It presents all of the opportunities for the upcoming day so that your team is aware of those opportunities so that you can take advantage of them. And so it's just a simple example, but I think absolutely that doctors need to check this out.
So let me ask you this real quick question. So if so you've done quite a few of these, I'm assuming. So when an office or doctor sees his data for the first time, what are some of the things that they're the most surprised about?
Yeah, I mean, there's oftentimes it's outstanding production, right? Or a production that's in their books that they're not following up on, or that they've kind of forgotten about. So, there's a lot of, I mean, every reaction is a little bit different, Kay. But I would say that there's also a lot of excitement around seeing where they are, but also seeing where all that potential is, knowing that they have so much potential in their own business already without even net new patients. And so, we have a lot of different reactions, but oftentimes it's quite positive.
Yeah, it sounds like they get really excited to see the data. And this is it. I know that this is what I hear a lot. I hear that my place is really at the chair side. I went to school to do the dentistry, and that's really what I love doing. And one of the things that you said that I think ties this together is that dentists can actually review it on their cell phone. They can actually look at their software, and they don't have to spend hours and hours pulling all these reports because the software does it for them. The
Yep.
software does it for them. So now, what's the fee for this, Ryan?
Sure. So, well, I mean, the fee, I think initially up front, what we're talking about here is a free opportunity. We have free opportunities for everybody that's available. So, we want to give you a sense as to what this software can do, and we want you to know that up front without having to commit to anything. And so, if you can go to bencorsvp.com, bencorsvp.com, you're going to be able to see a few different options. We can get you a demo of the software, and we can provide a demo with your data, actually your office data. What we'll do is simply sync to your practice management software in a, of course, a HIPAA compliant manner and a very secure manner, if I might add. And we're able to actually demo the software for you using your own data, which is very powerful. You get to see the value that you get on day one right then there on the demo. We can do it without your data too, if that's not what you're interested in. But we also have another free option that will give you a real good sense as to the power of dental intel and the power of having your data boiled into an actionable report. And that we use that tool, we call it the Dental Intelligence Growth Report. And it's essentially a snapshot of where you currently are, your current outstanding production, your current production, your past production levels that are in your practice management software. You're able to see your perio, you're able to see your restorative, you're able to see how your fees actually pair up against those in the industry, or those practicing dentistry in your own regions. And so we have a lot of free options available before you even start to commit to working with us and working with Dental Intelligence. But I'm confident that those free opportunities are going to lead you to maybe a little more interested to sign up with the software on an ongoing basis, so you can action that data on a daily basis.
I love that. And I will say this too. The one thing that I also like about the growth report is that their Benco territory rep can actually bring them in the copy, a hard copy. So we're not just talking about something that we're just going to show them and walk away from. We're actually going to give them some paper, right? So they can
Yep.
actually go over it and they'll actually be able to keep that data and go back and look over it again. So I think that's fantastic. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for joining me and sharing dental intelligence with everyone today and the services. Now, if someone wants to reach you, I heard, how do they reach you?
Sure. So my name here on this, I renamed myself on the little tile here. Software at benco.com is my team's email. If you have any questions, concerns, whatever you got, send it my way. Software at benco.com. And if you're interested in a free growth report or a demo of dental intelligence, you can contact your friendly Benco rep who will be able to facilitate that. Or you can even yourself go to bencorsvp.com to get one today and schedule some time. But yeah, thank you again, Kay, for having me.
One more question, real quick. How long does it take once they go on and they apply for it? How long does it take for them to actually receive the data?
As we move as quickly as you want to move as a practice. So oftentimes, we have to schedule some time to have a little sync of the data. And again, at that point, we'll walk you through how secure and how safe it is. And then we can deliver the growth report either later that day or the day after, whatever the practice would prefer.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that information and joining me today on A Cup of Joe with Benco. And I will see you next time. Bye bye,
Okay,
everybody.
thank you.